Our first presenter is Anjelica Gonzalez, and she will be presenting PremieBreathe, low-cost breathing aid for newborns.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Anjelica Gonzalez, and I'm the Donna L. Dubinsky Associate Professor of Biomedical Engineering. 7,000 newborn babies will die today. 90% of those infants will die in low and middle income countries, places like Ethiopia. And it's not because we don't have the technology available to make sure that they can keep their life going and keep breathing. The problem is access to an affordable technology. Because when babies in Ethiopia are born too soon, they can't breathe. Their lungs don't function appropriately, and the first line of care for those babies is a Coke bottle. This soda bottle is filled with water, and it's not clean water, it's not sterile, filled with bacteria and often fungus, and that water is then heated, air is passed through this water, and the babies inhale that water, that air, in order to keep them alive. Across the world, that means 3 million babies every day will die. Half of those are dying due to respiratory failure. And this technology is not something that we would allow babies in the US or the UK to deal with. And we can do better. And that's why we invented PremieBreathe. PremieBreathe is meant to replace this soda bottle. PremieBreathe is a sustainable, rugged, and affordable respiratory device that is meant to give babies lives, to allow them to breathe fresh, oxygenated, humidified air in order to sustain their lives. It's a simple technology. We take oxygen that's flowed into our system. It's warmed and humidified through the all-in-one heating system. But on top of that, that non-sterile contaminated water is sterilized in our unit. We use UV sterilization to clean the whole system, including that contaminated water. We've been working on PremieBreathe for a while now, 6 years in fact, and we've had a number of successes, and that includes product validation. We've been validated in the development of PremieBreathe through support from USAID and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They've given us $250,000, and we are now finalists for their larger $2 million prize. We have IP and fully functional prototypes on this device, and we have already conducted preclinical safety and efficacy trials. We also have in-market validation demonstrating that there's a need for this device, and specifically buy-in from the Ministries of Health in Ethiopia, from research institutes that train biomedical engineers, and also from universities and hospitals. Finally, we are in alignment with a number of other entities, including Intellectual Ventures, part of the Global Fund Innovator scheme for Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. We are in contact now with UNICEF, who is also hoping to fund this project, as well as Doctors Without Borders. We're well on our way to moving from early trials in Ethiopia to extended trials across the world. And PremieBreathe has garnered this level of support because it has some primary advantages over other technologies, including that Coke bottle. We'll be the first to market for affordable low and middle income countries as a humidified high-flow nasal cannula. This device has been designed to use locally resourced parts, replaceable parts, so that engineers in Ethiopia, Nigeria, Rwanda, and Malawi will be able to repair this device. It promotes maternal care, breastfeeding, and kangaroo care. But on top of that, it improves neonatal health. It reduces the opportunity for CPAP belly and the malnutrition that follows. This innovation, though, the sterilization of the water in an all-in-one unit, has become something that both primary and secondary markets are very excited about. So where are we now? We are finishing up phase 3, phase 3 of our project and preclinical trials. We're now moving into phase 4 clinical trials, where we will obtain 510K FDA approval and move into procurement, becoming procured by the World Health Organization and a number of other entities. But this pivot point is where we need your help. We're looking to approach a large market. Right now, with Ethiopia alone, it's only a $29 million market, but global expansion of this project gets us to a $981 million market. Beyond market size, thinking about lives saved becomes more important to us. In the first year, we'll save 50,000 lives, and in the second year, in Ethiopia alone, and globally, 1.5 million lives. Thank you.
Well done. Okay, we have 1 minute for questions. Does anybody have a question? Yeah.
Power supply in Africa, India, rural areas, and access to pure oxygen, isn't that another hurdle you have to achieve?
Actually, oxygen is being supplied right now through initiatives from Ethiopia, Nicaragua, India, the Congo, where governments are looking forward to developing infrastructure to support oxygen at both standard clinics, district clinics, and hospitals. As well as energy sources, we've now begun collaborations to develop solar panel and alternative energy sources for our device.
Is any part of this patentable?
Yes, so we have applied for IP on 2 aspects of this device. One is the all-in-one function and the sterilization function. Yes.
Very impressive, nice work so far.
Thank you.
Tell us about your team.
My team is composed of a number of experts who are fairly interdisciplinary. We have one of the leading physicians in pediatric emergency care, Linda Arnold, leading our clinical arm. We have on-site nurses and practitioners in Ethiopia. I'm the lead engineer, and we also have the Yale Global Health Leadership partners who are part of our team as well.
So has anybody built a business before?
Have any of us built it? No, we are primarily physicians, scientists, and business managers.
All right, great. That's all the time we have for Q&A, but thank you very much.
Thank you.